Hashi Squelalo, welcome. Thank you everybody for joining in. New Life Learners, making all things new, non-profit. Lineage First Foundation, coming to you from Chicago and hopefully a city near you. Thank you for joining Freedman Street. What's going on, family? Hashi Squelalo, how you doing? This is Antonio Thomas. I'm president of New Life Learners and Lineage First Foundation. Today, I'm wondering what is wrong with the Democratic Party? Why are they crashing out? Why are they tripping? Why are they saying things that don't align with their constituents, the people who they claim to represent? If the sentiments of the people, that mean the grassroots, is saying something different, why is you collectively going against what we are saying for the Democratic Party or your party affiliation? That's weird, isn't it? Don't you supposed to represent those people that put you into office? But it seems like you're representing those who finance your seat once you get into office. That's why there's a lot of things that need to be changed. So now we got to look into where that funding and money is coming from, because I think greed has really taken root. These people are crashing out. They are saying all type of crazy stuff. They saying that the 14th Amendment and we're going to go back into slavery, all this stuff doesn't even align with the Constitution. But it doesn't stop them from saying it, screaming it at the height of their voice, and making videos and doing press conferences about what's going on with the government. If we had a problem with the government, we deal with it in a diplomatic process. That's why we vote. You know, this is not a democracy. This is a republic. You know, for the people, by the people. So the people have the right to show their disgust. Just because you put into a place to represent the people, you're still supposed to survey what the people want. So when a policy comes across, and you may think it's a nice policy, but you survey your people, you find out that 70% of the people say they don't want it, then you're supposed to vote with the 70% of the people. But you don't do that. Why? I used to really rack my brain on why is these people doing it? Why is people doing it? But you know, it's something in their DNA. It's a social thing. It's how they was brought up. It's how they was indoctrinated. So I found this clip, a little clip from back when Malcolm X explained the phenomenon, and he did a very good job. So this is it right here. This is for the Democratic Party, those individuals who are going against those people who put them in place, the grassroots, or what we want, you know, especially for them coming out with this reparations, HR 40, they've been pushing for the last 40 years, talking about studying something. Don't need no study. You got all the professors you need. Dr. Claude Anderson, you got Darity, you got other individuals that's, you know, the foremost educated people on reparations and what we need. We just need our money now. We need our area and our spaces that we should have had when we came out of slavery in 1865. You know, that they took away their 40 acres and a mule. If you don't understand what that was, when we fought and we gained all that property from winning the war, winning the Civil War, then they killed or assassinated Lincoln. Soon Andrew Johnson came in and he overturned and took all that stuff back, which was unconstitutional. Gave it right back to the same slave owners that we fought against. Then gave them states' rights. That's what they had that compromise. But that's just a little more history that you could look into and you could dig deep. But right now, I'm talking about the mindset of the Democratic Party, specifically those individuals that represent the Black American freedmen community. Check it out.
There was two kinds of slaves. There was the house Negro and the field Negro. The house Negro, they lived in the house with master. They dressed pretty good. They ate good because they ate his food, but he left. They lived in the attic or the basement, but still they lived near their master. And they loved their master more than the master loved himself. They would give their life to save their master's house quicker than the master would. The house Negro, if the master said, we got a good house here, the house Negro said, yeah, we got a good house here. Whenever the master said we, he said we. That's how you can tell a house Negro. If the master's house caught on fire, the house Negro would fight harder to put the blaze out than the master would. If the master got sick, The house Negro would say, what's the matter, boss? We sick. We sick. He identified himself with his master more than his master identified with himself. And if you came to the house Negro and said, let's run away, let's escape, let's separate, that house Negro would look at you and say, man, you crazy. What you mean separate? Where is there a better house than this? Where can I wear better clothes than this? Where can I eat better food than this? That was that house Negro. In those days, he was called a house nigger. And that's what we call him today, because we still got some house niggers running around here. This modern house Negro loves his master. He wants to live near him. He'll pay 3 times as much as the house is worth just to live near his master. And then brag about, I'm the only Negro out here. I'm the only one on my job. I'm the only one in this school. You're nothing but a house Negro. And if someone come to you right now and say, let's separate, you say the same thing that the house Negro said on the plantation. What you mean separate? From America? This good white man? Where you gonna get a better job than you get here? I mean, this is what you say. I ain't left nothing in Africa. That's what you say. Why, you left your mind in Africa. On that same plantation, there was the field Negro. The field Negro, those were the masses. There was always more Negroes in the field than there was Negroes in the house. The Negro in the field caught hell. He ate leftovers. In the house, they ate high up on the hull. The Negro in the field didn't get nothing but what was left of the insides of the hull. They call them chitlins nowadays. In those days, they call them what they were, guts. That's what you were, a gut eater. And some of you all still gut eaters. The field Negro was beaten from morning till night. He lived in a shack, in a hut. He wore cast-off clothes. And he hated his master. I say he hated his master. He was intelligent. That house Negro loved his master. But that field Negro, remember, they were in the majority. And they hated his master. When the house caught on fire, he didn't try and put it out. That field Negro prayed for a wind, for a breeze. When the master got sick, the field Negro prayed that he died. If someone come to the field Negro and said, let's separate, let's run, he didn't say, where are we going? He said, any place is better than here. You got field Negroes in America today. I'm a field Negro.
Thank you, Malcolm, for bringing me a little more clarity of what's going on, or a deep dive into the minds of the black people that's in the Democratic Party. Even though I understand that most black people have their mindset because they're not from our stock or lineage. Ethnicity really matters. I'm a black American with a lineage through 1865. One that can be considered as a freeman, ADOS, FDA. Some got Gullah, Geechee, and Negro, all in the background, going straight through. So that's why your genealogy is more important. It's very important, I would just say. But thank you very much. Peace out, everybody. And what side do you stand on?